Hello, myself Sunil R Nair. Here basically we are talking about the currencies basically and the dependency of the currencies. Here basically we are in last topic basically we saw that, and this is connected with the earthquakes basically. And in this topic basically we are discussing that what actually the earthquakes basically are. And in this the current topic is basically about the ideas basically. What actually ideas are basically? Ideas basically are what basically? Then one of the person basically told that ideas basically can be come from SMS. Ideas basically can come, and the idea basically which is coming from the SMS, that basically lines also basically are there. That roadmap is also there. Lots of things basically are there. So currently we are discussing the about the ideas basically. That idea actually what is? Currently basically we just saw the one thing basically, that is the idea about this railway track basically. The railway track is connected with power company, that is the more than 100 of countries basically are giving the power supply. And the another one is the track basically. These two basically are there. But do you think basically this from these two the train can run basically? That is not possible basically. So that is the power supply basically which is coming from the satellites, and that is the pressure power supply basically, that is coming from the set of thousands of planets basically. So here basically we are taken that 180 planets basically are there, and from 180 planets basically, from 180 planets basically the entire India is basically getting controlled basically. Entire India basically is getting controlled. So one of the person told that basically train basically never gets down basically. Down means for example in India basically there are around 1 lakh train is running. 1 lakh train is running. So do you want to say that 180 planets basically are controlling that entire 1 lakh train? Then he told yes. So currently I'm taking example of the Mumbai train basically. So assume that currently in Mumbai basically more than 100 train are running basically. Just taking as an example, but in real basically it's not right. So 100 train basically is running. You want to say that on the base of its 180 planets basically are on the base of this 180 planets basically it is running. Then he told that one person told that exactly basically on the base of these 180 planets basically the trains basically are running. That is the railway train basically, and the Mumbai local train also basically. Where basically I visited 6 times basically in Mumbai. I was also basically in railway train, railway track basically. Sorry, but in train only basically. I visited many companies, but nobody actually given me the job also basically. That railway track basically. That railway track I am talking about. That railway track actually I am talking about. And the Mumbai basically says that one person basically if we reject, then basically we never takes him in the Mumbai basically. That is the rule of the Mumbai basically. We will finish our entire Mumbai city also basically. Then also we will not give him job basically. That is basically Mumbai's Abhiman basically we can say. That is called ego basically of the Mumbai city. Each and every big rich people basically say that our ego basically is very dangerous basically. You have not seen our ego basically. You have actually not seen our ego basically, up to what level the ego is of our rich people basically staying in Mumbai city. So like this basically the railway train is running right on the base of this entire rich people's ego. That ego basically are also basically the on the base of that ego also basically the 180 planets basically are created. That ego basically data is also there in that 180 planet basically. That ego data is also there in the 180 planet. It's not like that basically. Here basically I just taking it as an example basically. I am not telling that Mumbai people are bad, Mumbai people are this, that basically. That only I am not telling you. I am telling that this data is also basically there basically. So in Mumbai basically which type of people basically exist? Basically assume that in Mumbai city 204 is the minimum building Currently basically assume that 201 is the floor building basically, right? 200 tall, 200 floors building basically is in Mumbai, right? This is the maximum floor, I think. Here basically just taking as an example basically. In really it might be 250, 300. That is basically Mumbai's headache basically. That's not our headache basically. Now basically that person told that basically it's 200 is the floor basically, right? That means you want to say that on the base of 200 basically the Mumbai is getting controlled. This 200 building basically are controlled by the satellites, you want to say. Same way the railway track basically is controlled by the satellites. Then basically one person was shocked. Basically how that is possible here basically. The railway train basically is just in one land basically, right? Same street land is there. Few certain area basically are fixed. That basically contains the railway track basically, right? That basically is very easy. It's a destination is basically fixed, but it's not so complicated also. So here basically things are basically easy, right? Then he told that yes, basically these things basically are easy. So it's easy to handle. It's basically easy to handle, right? Then he told that yes, basically it's easy to handle. So same way basically 180 planets basically are handling easily the Mumbai local trains basically. So same way in Mumbai basically assume that there are 8 lakh buildings basically currently as on 5th December 2023, and the time is 12:36 p.m. 12:36 p.m. is the time basically where currently Mumbai's building count is more than 7 to 8 lakh basically, right? 7 to 8 lakh basically we will take as an example basically. In real basically it might be lots of buildings are basically there. So just for example purpose basically we are taking as an building count is 7 to 8 lakh, right? So 7 to 8 lakh is the Mumbai buildings count, right? Then he told that yes, basically Mumbai count is 7 to 8 lakh. Then one of the person told that 7 to 8 lakh buildings basically are controlled by how many satellites? Sorry, how many satellites is okay basically. That means how many planets are controlling this 7 to 8 lakh buildings? 7 to 8 lakh buildings are controlled by how many planets basically? Then basically he told that yeah, that need to check basically because this type of thing basically nobody has asked this basically. Nobody has asked this type of question actually. Then but question was basically was genuine basically. Question was genuine that how many buildings has this is railway track, right? Like this basically in Mumbai city there are 7 to 8 lakh building which is controlled by set of energies. That is basically the I have taken the example of 1500 buildings basically in Bangalore city which is controlled by the which is controlled by what, which is controlled by Microsoft. Same way in Mumbai city there are 7 to 8 lakh planet basically, right? Sorry, 7 to 8 lakh buildings basically, not planets basically. Buildings basically might be creating planets basically, but here basically we are taking example of 7 to 8 lakh buildings which are getting controlled by the nuclear power company. Same example of 1500 Bangalore basically, and then basically the example of satellite, and assume that basically these buildings are basically controlled by around 200 planets basically. So 180 that is the planet and this is the 200. So like this Mumbai cities control, Mumbai buildings and railway track basically are controlled by 380 planets. 380 planets basically are controlling buildings and railway track. So in detail basically we will see about the each and every planets and this 380 planets also in next video basically.